sun's starting to set now over Great American Ballpark in Cincinnati. Tonight, the second of 4 between the Milwaukee Brewers and the Cincinnati Reds. It's Reds baseball next on the show. Josh Smith is on the mound for game 2. What do you have for us on him, EK?
Well, guys, last year, ERA was not good. Skyrocketed all season long. He's hoping to post a much better year this time around.
Jonathan Villar heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Number 5.
Tries to dump this one out to left, and a base hit, so the leadoff man is on to begin the inning.
Well, first pitch of the game, a lot of guys on the mound are thinking, all right, let's just get ahead here with the fastball. And he was having none of it at the plate. Drives this one for a solid single to start things out.
Tovar stands in as he looks at a called strike. And Eric, as we take a look at the Reds entering play here tonight, they came out on the losing end last time out and are in a bit of a skid. In fact, they've lost 7 of their last 10. Now a throw over, and the runner back easily. Nobody out, runner on first. He's running again. Towards second. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. Now a long throw to third, and he is in there.
Well, here's a manager showing early on that he's not going to play it close to the vest. They put the runner in motion, and this is the perfect hit and run. Now there's runners on the corners, and they're in a good spot to drive in the game's first run.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll get caught chasing a bad one there. It's strike 1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. A quick out number 1. And a look now at the batting order for the visiting Milwaukee Brewers. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
Yeah, you know, I think they need some better performances out of Ryan Braun. Last month, he didn't exactly provide the pop that an organization looks for out of the middle of their lineup. They're going deep only twice in the 4-week period. He'll have to do better than that if he wants to be counted on as a power threat.
Got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1. There you see the company he's in terms of that NL batting race. Pitch swung on and hit in the air. After it is Hamilton. 2 down. And a relay home, and not in time as the run scores.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Kirk Neuenhuis will stride in now. 2 hits for him, including a home run in last night's contest.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
Swinging a soft liner in there, a base hit.
Well, you know, he's shaking his head a little bit there down at first base. He knows he got a gift base hit right there. All this is a little looper. It barely even reaches the outfield grass. I don't even think it bent the grass when it hit the ground. But it's good enough to sneak by those 2 middle infielders and into center field for a hit.
Standing in now, Domingo Santana. Pulled softly out toward right. And that's in there. Base hit. Around third and being waved on home. And the runner stuck in a pickle between third base and home. The tag from Mesoraco, and they got him at the plate. Brewers. Chase Anderson, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. EK, what's the word on him?
Well, guys, you can see he absolutely dominates left-handed hitters. We'll see if that trend continues here in this one.
Throw on to first, in time, one away.
Batting second.
Brandon Phillips will stand in, and as you can see, he's had troubles here in his own ballpark. He's much better away from home. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. And EK, as we take a look at the Brewers entering play here tonight, they come in looking to make it 2 in a row as they were winners last time out.
And that last win gets them a step closer to the 500 mark. They can actually reach 500 if they can pull this one out.
No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. And he misses badly with a fastball here, and it's 3-1 now. There's Joey Votto as he gets ready in the on-deck circle. And here's a ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. And he will make the play out there, and there are 2 away now. And with that, let's take a look at the Brewers defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, guys, one of the most exciting things we're going to have an opportunity to see in this one, the throwing arm of that catcher. He absolutely has a cannon. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if you ever saw him on the mound someday. You'll get an opportunity to watch him in this one.
Hit sharply on the ground to the left. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
Yeah, he was hoping for a quick 1-2-3 to start the night. Now he's going to have a little work to do with a runner on and a dangerous cleanup hitter coming up.
Devin Mesoraco is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. 1-0 pitch on the way. 1-0 is a curveball that's over for strike 1. That's popped up out towards short right field. Tovar has got it, and the side is retired. Jake Elmore makes his way to the plate. He'll get us started here in the top of the second.
Number 7, Jake Elmore.
Second inning starts with a fastball that misses. It's 1-0. Takes this the other way to right, and that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning.
Well, the problem with this lineup is that trouble lurks around every corner. I mean, he was fortunate to get out of that first inning with only 1 run scoring, but now he'll have his work cut out for him again here in the second.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Now here's a ground ball for Cozart. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to Votto, a double play.
Batting 9th.
Stepping in, Chase Anderson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Yeah, when that's upstairs like that, that's a pitch you got to leave alone and make him bring something down.
Jammed him a bit there as it's fouled at the plate. Sent in the air out to straightaway center. Hamilton is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Brewers go down quietly. He played an inning. Leading off the inning, Zach Cozart, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Right down Broadway that time. Strike 1.
Oh, a very hittable pitch, too. That's a middle-of-the-plate fastball, and he's not going to get away with too many of those tonight.
Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, and in a good hitter's park like this one, it's going to be even more important than usual to keep that fastball down. That's right where he's got to be living.
Too high. 1-2. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and that's the first out. Scott Schebler will stand in now, still struggling to get anything going offensively.
Come on, you look at the numbers on this guy, and you have to wonder, why does he continue to be in the lineup? He's got 1 hit in his last 10 games. Come on.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A little behind on that swing, and now he'll try to shorten up maybe and protect the plate. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. Swing and a miss as he ran that 2-seamer right by him for the second out.
Wow, and he hasn't missed a beat since his last start. Remember, he had 9 strikeouts in that one, and he's well on his way to a similar performance right here.
Ivan De Jesus Jr. gets his first chance here, looking to make something happen with 2 gone in the bottom of the second. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1. On, could we see another strikeout here? It's 0-2 now.
It was kind of a delayed swing right there. He looked like he had to wait to see if it was going to be anywhere close, and now he's in a big hole.
Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him. Jonathan Villar will come up now to kick off their half of the third. Seems like the hits have been coming fast and furious, EK, but not the runs.
Yeah, you figure if you get 5 hits in 2 innings, you're doing all right for yourselves. But like you said, they've only got 1 run to show for those 5 hits, so they'll need to capitalize a little better.
So he's aboard again with his second hit of the game here in the top of the third. And as we check out the Brewers' leaders in that category, you can see his total is currently second best on the team.
Yeah, he's a big producer offensively for this ball club. Definitely one of the guys they depend on to make things happen.
Into the box, Tovar. He reached on a single in his first try, but the runner's back easily.
Just checking.
Perhaps wisely, another look to first, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch on its way. Runner goes for second. Line toward the alley in left center. Schebler is going to get there to make the catch, and now they may have a shot at doubling the runner at first. And they will get the force for the out.
That's a bad break right there.
It's going to be a perfect hit and run, but it winds up getting hit just a little too hard. So once it's caught out there, you can forget about that runner getting back to first base.
Oh, and he looks like he's swinging a garden hose out there as this is cut on and missed for strike 1.
And for as bad as he missed that pitch, you can bet we're going to see that again before this at-bat's over.
Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Tyler Holt will stand in now to lead things off, and he'll do so against a guy who's definitely in a groove out there.
Yeah, he struck out the side his last time through, and they've got to do something to get this guy out of the role that he's been on.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. That one will get out of play, and the count evens up at 1-1. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And that misses 2-2.
And I think that's what they were trying to set him up for. Going with that changeup down in the zone on a 1-2 count. Very difficult to react to, but he did a great job of holding back.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Stepping in now, Josh Smith. As he comes up empty on a pitch right down the middle for strike 1.
Right now, they'd be lucky to just put one in play.
That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. 1 out, nobody on. Hit to first. Carter is there, and he'll take this to the bag himself, and there are 2 away now.
The batter, number 6.
Billy Hamilton will dig in again. He grounded out to start the home first.
Not really a good at-bat there. Forget getting out, but he didn't see any pitches as well.
And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Oh, you better have to pay attention to this guy right now. He is heating it up. 7 straight games now with that hit.
Chopped foul right at home plate. It's strike one. And this one's in the dirt. And he is safe at second, and the wild pitch here could prove costly with 2 away. And now the runner's trying for third. Pitch is high. The throw behind the runner to second. Chop fouled over towards the coaching box. 2 outs here with a runner at third. Look out. Don't want to hit him there. It's full 3-2.
Sometimes if you let that changeup go too soon, it'll take off on you. He's lucky that didn't hit him.
In the air now out to left field. Braun giving chase, but he won't get there. It falls in. The cash in here as the run is in to score from third. It's 1-1, and he'll get in there safely.
First baseman, number 19.
Coming to the plate now, Joey Votto, and he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Hit hard back up the middle, and that is through into center field, a base hit. And they will tag him out at the plate. And that'll keep our ball game tied up as the inning is over. 1 for the Reds in the inning on the double by Brandon Phillips. We're through 3 here in the Queen City, all even at 1 apiece. Chris Carter is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
And this is a guy that can make a big change in this game with 1 swing of the bat, because you know he has big-time power.
Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
And this is swung on and missed, and this 4th inning will start the same way he ended the 3rd with a strikeout, and there's 1 away.
Kirk Neuenhuis.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Kirk Neuenhuis stands in as he swings and misses for strike 1.
And you know what, guys? I have been really impressed so far. Not only has he used his fastball well, but he's also spotted it well. I mean, that is perfect location right on the knees.
Set to deliver on 0-2. Here it comes. Now a little pop-up off toward the third base side. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And they'll just waste one there, 1-2.
And I think that might have been a little bit of a purpose pitch right there up in the zone. Now I think he's going to come back down with something to try to get that strikeout.
Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap. Around first, on his way to second now. And he's 2 for 2 as he's in there with a double.
I tell you, this guy's had a great series so far, and we haven't even hit the weekend yet. He's on base yet again as he drives this one out to the wall for a double.
Into the box now, Domingo Santana, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
That's what you have to do against a big sweeping slider like that. It starts in the zone and is probably going to finish out of the zone, so that's a good job just to lay off.
Now a swing here on the fastball as this is squirted up the first baseline. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base.
Third baseman, number 7,
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jake Elmore. He singled his last time up.
And they take another single right here, too, no doubt. Runner in scoring position, so any ball into the outfield probably gets him home.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. 1 run, 7 hits, and no errors on the Milwaukee line score so far. 2 strike deliveries in the dirt. 1-2 now.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
The 1-2 pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Holt has it in his tracks, and the inning is over. Milwaukee leaves 1 on to the bottom of the 4th. Devin Mesoraco is set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Number 39.
In there at the knees, strike 1.
So tough to hang in there on that pitch, but you got to do it. You can't give up on that inside corner, or this guy will bury you.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike.
And if he can get himself into a fastball count, don't be surprised if he has a big cut at something. Maybe try and break this tie ball game.
The shortstop.
Striding into the box, Zach Kozar. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. And he takes a cold strike, 0-1. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Santana has the best view of this one, so he'll take it for the first out.
Now batting.
A reminder, we're back at it here tomorrow night on the show for Game 3 of this 4-game set. As you get a look there at the pitching matchup we'll have in store for us tomorrow night. Scott Schebler is into the box. He was a strikeout victim in his first try.
Yep, they sent him packing last time, so maybe they have a pretty good idea of how to attack him again right here.
Oh, 0-2 now as a curveball drops in there for a strike. Runner on first here with 1 gone and a 1-1 tie. Hit out towards second. Scooped up. 1 there. The relay on to first. The double play, and the side is retired. Boy, oh boy. 4-6-3. They roll it up to get out of the jam. More in a moment on the show, the Friday Night Showcase. Manny Pena heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one. Grounded to the right. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Chase Anderson. He flew out in his last at-bat. Called a strike on the outer half, 0-1.
Well, you see his pitch count on your screen right there. That's not a mistake. He's been loving those first pitch outs, that's for sure.
Chopped weakly to the left. Throw gets him, 2 down.
The batter, number 5.
He's able to set down his opposite number there, and I'll tell you, these two guys have pretty much matched each other pitch for pitch so far.
Jonathan Villar stands in for the 3rd time now as he takes a look at a ball. It's 1-0.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
Throw goes to Votto over at first. It's in time to retire the stop. Ivan De Jesus Jr. comes to the plate as we get started here in the bottom of the 5th.
Third baseman, Ivan De Jesus.
And a high strike there, 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
But this is the thing that's so impressive about this guy. He'll show you that good breaking ball, but then he'll run that fastball up the ladder at 92, 93.
And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. Tyler Holt comes to the plate looking to put the ball in play. He went down on strikes last time. Breaking ball for a strike, 0-1.
And you know, you get stuck sometimes being that number 8 hitter, trying to work the count and trying to buy a little extra time for your pitcher. Now, that's a pitch right down the middle that maybe a number 4 hitter jumps all over.
1 run, 5 hits, and no errors in the game for Cincinnati thus far. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Neuenhuis moves over, and that's the second out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher, Josh Smith.
Digging in, Josh Smith. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
You know, maybe the most impressive thing about his performance so far, he's doing it all in a hitter's ballpark. But it's hard to come in here and pitch like this, but he's done a heck of a job.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Reds are down in order. We've played 5 full, tied at 1 aside. Tovar will step in now to lead off the inning as his guys look to maybe break the rut they've been stuck in.
Yeah, and after that first inning, it's been all zeros since. And once he kind of got settled into that groove.
He dives. Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
That's just a highlight reel catch right there. If this one skips by him, you could be looking at some extra bases. So the pitcher's very excited about making that play.
Here's Ryan Braun now, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. Not too many strikeouts on the ledger for him so far, but it hasn't really mattered.
Yeah, I think ideally you'd like to see him miss a few more bats, but as long as you're keeping guys off balance and you're letting your defense help you, you don't need to strike a ton of guys out to be successful.
And Braun's able to resist. The count moves in his favor, 2-1 now. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
Hard liner to center field. A screaming base hit here, his first of the night.
Yeah, and plenty of hits here so far, but not a lot to show for it in the run column. Maybe this can help turn that around as they get a man on here with just one away.
Chris Carter will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Here it comes on 0-2. Out in front of that one, may have been looking fastball. Good job just to make contact. Swung on in the dirt for the 3rd strike. Kirk Neuenhuis will dig in. He doubled his last time.
Boy, he had a great at-bat last time up, and he'll look for another pitch he can drive right here.
Popped up. DeJesus is there, and the side is retired. Brewers strand 1. Score remains tied 1-1. Billy Hamilton will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his second plate appearance. And here's a fastball called for strike 1.
Real good lateral movement on that 2-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
And they'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball. 1 gone.
And if you're a fan of pitching, this has been the game for you. I mean, these two guys have both been exceptional so far. Just 2 runs allowed between both of them. Of course, makes the broadcasters awfully happy because this game has flown by.
Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air. And he'll find a way to dodge the shrapnel out there to make the play for route number 2. Joey Votto digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. And apparently they'd rather go after the next guy as they walk him intentionally with 2 out here.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
He's set. Here it comes. Saws him off here as this ball's popped into the air.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole. 0-2. Hot shot on the ground to short. And as it turns out, the 2-out walk doesn't come around to haunt him as that ends the inning. 1 left for Cincinnati. Score. Domingo Santana will come forward now to begin the 7th inning in what's been a very briskly played ball game here tonight.
And that's what happens when you get 2 starters that are on top of their game. It's been great pitching, great defense, not a lot of base runners, and a very even game through 6 innings.
This is skied out toward right. Holt waits on it. 1 out.
Now batting.
And now a right-hander's begun to loosen up in the Cincinnati bullpen. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit hard to short. On to first, and it's a quick start to the 7th as now there are 2 away.
Yeah, it's not like he needed any help. He's pitching well enough as it is, but this is now 2 pitches and 2 outs here in the inning. And he's growing more and more confident with every passing batter.
This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Phillips is up with it on to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Zach Cozart steps into the box as the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 7th. Into the windup and the pitch. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now some movement out in the Milwaukee bullpen. Both the lefty and a right-hander have begun to stretch it out. Change up just off the black, and it's 2-1. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. And another foul ball. Just staying alive, putting together a really good at-bat here. Trying to strike him out for the 2nd time. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
Up the middle and off the pitcher's leg. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely. So it appears he's going to leave the game here as he favors that left leg. Hoping that it's not too serious, however, as he's able to get off on his own power. Corey Knebel will be summoned now to take over following the injury.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Scott Schebler will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. First delivery to him on the way. Not even close on that swing. No balls and a strike. A look here at the hits per side here in the late going. And he falls behind 0-2. Go-ahead runs aboard here at first with nobody out. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
Ivan de Jesus Jr. is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Runners off for second. Pitch inside. The throw. And it's far too late as he steals second with ease. Has to be thinking strikeout here to first. Now he'll fake a throw to second and look to first instead. The underhand flip will take care of him at first, but meanwhile that moves a man to third here with 2 away now.
Right fielder, Tyler Holt.
Tyler Holt will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out, 0 for 2 thus far. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And so they'll issue the free pass, and with the pitcher on deck, that'll force their hand here with 2 gone. Tucker Barnhart will come on to pinch hit here in a big spot.
Number 16, Tucker Barnhart.
A big roundhouse curveball in there for strike 1.
And here's where the Reds need that one key hit that's been avoiding them.
This one skied out toward right. Moving under it, Santana. And that retires the side. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now, all tied at 1-1. Raisel Iglesias will be summoned from the bullpen now as he'll take over to start inning number 8.
Raisel Iglesias.
Eric Young Jr. is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. On to the 8th here as a slider is taken to begin the at-bat. It's ball 1. Rounded down the third baseline. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench, and he's aboard here to lead off the inning. And he's out trying to stretch it into a double, so a costly mistake here leading off the inning.
Shortstop, Jonathan Villar.
Jonathan Villar will step in. A ground out victim as last time. First pitch of the at-bat. Out in front of it, strike one. Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. One and two now as that one's fouled off. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Can't connect with the bunt attempt, and that's a strikeout. And he makes the throw to first. VR is retired, 2 down now. 2 very well pitched games thus far. There you see it. Each team with a 1 and a whole lot of zeros. 1-1 our score at this point in the ball game. Things have been tight throughout. Swing and a shot back up the middle. And that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. Ryan Braun will stride in. He singled in his last plate appearance. From the stretch. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Getting that first pitch strike is so important against a guy like this. You have to be able to work ahead in the count and not let him dictate the at-bat.
Before the delivery, a check on that go-ahead run at first. Who jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Yeah, that's just the same pitch 3 times in a row. I guess he figures, why mess with success when you get it to 1-2?
Fought off at the plate, and we'll do it again. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit hard back up the middle. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Chris Carter stands in, trying to make it 3 straight 2-out hits. He's got a runner in scoring position at second.
And you know how good hitting can prove contagious in an inning. Let's see if he can keep it rolling.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Swing and a little tapper, but it gets foul. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
When you're in a key spot like this,
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Sam Freeman is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Sam Freeman.
Billy Hamilton will be the first one to greet him as he'll have to turn around and bat from the right side of the plate here. He'll start him with a fastball down and in for a ball, 1-0. That one's going to find the seats, strike one. He ties him up with a fastball inside, 1-2.
Doing a good job right there of tying him up inside. Got in on his hands that time before he could get that barrel through the zone.
Ground ball left side. On to first, and how important is it to keep this guy off base in a tie ball game? One away. Brandon Phillips gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. And a fastball's in there for strike one. 1 out, nobody on. Grounded to third. Elmore comes up with it. And boy, an error saver there at first if he kept his foot on the bag. He did. Oh, what a play for the second out.
Well, that's just good pitching right there. Really ties him up with that fastball in on the hands. And he hits just a simple ground ball there for the easy out.
Joey Votto steps into the box. Let's see if they avoid the zone again or try to challenge him here.
Well, I'm sure he'd probably rather hit, but guess what? There's no easier way to improve that on-base percentage.
Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one.
And guys, this has been just what the doctor ordered out of the bullpen.
Yeah, they needed him to come in and give him a strong...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Reds. Still tied 1 apiece. Great look there at nighttime in Cincinnati as we head to the 9th inning for this one. Jumbo Diaz will enter now to start the 9th inning as his job will be keeping the game tied until the bottom half. Kirk Neuenhuis ready for another at-bat now. He's 2 for 3 so far.
Yeah, and you can bet he'd love to get himself that third hit. Those are the kind of games that puts a little extra pep in your step.
0-1 count. Here it comes. Now a fastball that's taken close that time, but it's 1-1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. To short, hit hard. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
And this is a guy who's going to give up his share of hits. But that's because he just says, hey, go ahead. Here's my best stuff. Try to hit it. He's got such good stuff that most times when guys do hit it, they'll put it on the ground right at somebody.
First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
The 2-0 pitch. 2-1 after the foul ball there. Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. He's fallen behind now, 3-1.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters' counts. This is where you need to pounce.
This is in the air to right. Holt is there. 2 gone.
Third baseman, number 7.
Jake Elmore gets another crack right here. He's got a hit in 3 tries to this point. Scooter Gennett will get the call to pinch hit here as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty.
Gennett.
Hit hard towards center, and that'll get down for a 2-out single.
And here's a case on the mound where he's trying to sneak a first pitch fastball by him, but he was having none of that at the plate. He just sends it right back where it came from.
Manny Pena strides to the plate with 2 gone and the possible go-ahead run over at first base. Hernan Perez will be called upon here to hit with the game on the line.
Yeah, the key here is don't try to do too much. At least move the line and get it to the next guy. It's not really easy to score.
And that finds a seam for extra bases as we'll see if they want to wheel that go-ahead run home from first. Here comes the go-ahead run. Now the relay home, but it is not in time as they take the lead here in the late going.
Now batting, the pitcher, Sam.
Brett Phillips will be charged with the job of getting that guy home as he'll pinch hit with 2 gone and a runner at third. And the pitch bounces off his glove, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. A man on third with 2 down. Oh, and this is lined into right center field. That's a base hit. And that could be a big insurance run here as that pushes the lead to 2 here in the top of the 9th.
And you cannot underestimate the importance of picking up that third run here in the late going. Now this becomes a two-run ball game, and you just bought yourself at least a little wiggle room on the defensive end.
Ross Ollendorf will take over with two gone here in the top of inning number 9. Jonathan Villar steps in to try and keep things going now with a runner at first following the RBI single.
And that's a nice job right there to drive in the run by the last guy, and it can definitely fire up a team when someone comes through big time with 2 outs.
Right side. Phillips showing off his range. And he will get him at first on a fine spin and throw. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Hernan Perez will stay in the ball game as he'll likely do the catching from here out.
Jeanette. Now catching, number 15, Hernan Perez.
Michael Blazek will come on now trying to finish this one off here in the bottom of the 9th. Devin Mesoraco will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Brian Holiday is into the ball game here as he takes over behind the plate.
Now catching, number 59, Brian Holiday.
And that's in there for strike 1.
And here's where you don't need to be an RBI guy. You don't need to be a home run guy. You have to be a leadoff guy. Just get on base somehow to give that tying run on deck a shot.
And he misses with it, 1-1. Dribbled to the right side. Holiday gonna have to hurry, and he's retired here, 1 away.
The shortstop, number 2.
Zach Kozar will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs.
Yeah, and you just can't worry about the score right here. You just got to be able to string together a couple of base runners and take it 1 pitch at a time, 1 runner at a time.
Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2.
And even though that's not intentional, as a hitter, you still hate to see that ball up around your eyes.
On to first, and now the Reds are down to their final out here.
Yeah, 2 ground ball outs right here to start the 9th. That's as easy as you can make it. Now he's just 1 out away from picking up the save.
Into the seats, 0-1. 2 out, nobody on. And he watches one dip low and inside for a ball, 1-1. And there's a swing and a miss, so the Reds are down to their final strike.
That might have been his best swing of the night there. He was right on it.
Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over.
Yeah, what a nice job to come in here and finish this one off. And with that, he picks up career save number 1. So nice going.
This one, definitely a low-scoring affair as we get one last look at our final line score. A tightly contested ball game here, so it makes it hard to find our top player of the game, but I think this fella right here would seem to be the logical choice.
Yeah, and I think we probably could have given this award to 3 or 4 different people, but you definitely can't overlook his contribution. He really played a great ball game.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Karros, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show.